Good day to our research advisor, Sir Gilbert Anthony O. Abanyo, to the panelists, and also to the chairperson. I am Jeremy Abayon, and I would like to greet you all a pleasant day. We will be presenting our research proposal, which is entitled Vegetable Nuggets with Spicy Mango Puree, together with my group mates, Ms. Judeline Adzucal, Ms. Rachel May Arcina, Ms. Kimberly Villagracia, and Ms. Ingrid Villarico. And I will going to present the introduction and statement of the problem under Chapter 1. Introduction. The consumption of healthy, nutrient-dense foods such as fruits and vegetables are known to be lacking in Filipino people, especially on children and thin diets. Nuggets is a food product that was invented in 1950s. It is a frozen dish made from meats, then breaded or buttered and deep fried. People love to eat frozen dishes like nuggets because it is easy to serve and has a delicious taste. Strained food is called puree. Mango puree are mangoes that are processed for manufacturing into products such as nectar, juice, squash, jam, jelly, and dehydrated products. It can be preserved by chemical means or frozen or canned and stored in barrels. Making mango puree is very easy. The main ingredients for this are only mango pulp and white sugar. Fruits and vegetables are healthy foods that have lots of nutrients. They are naturally low in fat, calories, cholesterol, and sodium. You won't find a better nutritional source than fruits and vegetables, which are packed with lots and lots of fiber, vitamins A, C, and E, as well as magnesium, zinc, phosphorus, and folic acid. The objective of this research was aimed to develop and promote a healthy and convenient way of eating by introducing a vegetable-based nugget that would address the need for a healthy vegetable snack and to increase the availability of vegetable products. We will also be able to determine the sensory characteristics and acceptability of a vegetable-based nuggets. Statement of the problem. This research was aimed to develop and promote a healthy and convenient way of eating fruits and vegetables and to determine the sensory characteristics and acceptability of vegetable nuggets with a spicy mango puree. The researchers seems to find answers to the following questions. 1. What are the preferences of the children and teens on nuggets in terms of aroma, appearance, texture, and taste? 2. What is the response of the children and teens on nuggets in terms of aroma, appearance, texture, and taste? And 3. Is there a significant difference on the sensory attributes between the existing original recipe?
Thank you, Ms. Jeremy Abayon, for presenting the introduction and the statement of the problem. And I am Judeline Adzucal, and I am going to discuss about the conceptual framework of the study. Conceptual framework. It explains the major variables in the study. It is a diagram representing the relationship or connections of variables. It is consists of three phases, which are input, process, and the expected output of the study. Input. Input is consist of three trials in making a vegetable nuggets with spicy mango puree. Trial 1, 25% ground pork, 25% mango, and 50% vegetable. Trial 2, 10% ground pork, 25% mango, 15% coconut vinegar, and 50% vegetables. Trial 3, 100% vegetables. Process. The process is where the researcher will choose 5 respondents from Barangay Alta Vista or Moc City. The researcher will prepare a free testing to the respondents. Also, the process is the analysis of data through experimental tests, descriptive test, and score test. Output. The output is the overall acceptability of vegetable nuggets with spicy mango puree.
Thank you, Miss Aducal. Again, I am Rachel May Arsena from BTVTED-FSM 3A, and I am going to discuss about the Chapter 2 on a review of related studies and literature. We all know that it can be hard to get the kids to eat vegetables, so in exploration, we find new recipes that need for children to intake nutritious food, which is the concern of the research. This chapter presents a relevant literature and studies that the present study is related or has bearing or similarity. So here are the related literature in our study, entitled Veggie Nuggets. This was a project for the experimental food science. The lack of vegetable consumption comes from many factors including availability at home and school, parental support and exposure to vegetables. Children's preference in vegetables must also be considered. Therefore, a vegetable product has to acceptable in flavor catering to children along with strategic packaging. The following research supports the reason behind the development of our vegetable nugget to promote the consumption of vegetables and whole grains. In order to increase the availability of vegetable products for children and increase consumption of vegetables for health benefits. So there are many issues that need to be addressed. To begin, a child's motivation to eat vegetables is often based on visual stimulation from the food. This suggests that children who were exposed to vegetable snacks are more likely to eat vegetables with their meals. Our vegetable nuggets can be served as a snack or meal that can assist in the consumption of overall vegetables in a day. Vegetable nuggets can be incorporated into the school lunch program because it has a ready prepared cooking method similar to chicken nuggets. And for the chapter 3 on methodology of our study, here is Miss Villagracia Kimberly.
Thank you, Ms. Rachel May Arsena, for presenting the review of related literature. I am Kimberly C. Villagracia from BTVTED-FSM 3A, and I am going to discuss about the Chapter 3 on methodology. So we decided to conduct our study at Barangay Alta Vista, Pinserga, Ormoc City, Leyte, since it was convenient for us for our experiment or research and goes for the selected respondents too. For our number of respondents, we only have 5 respondents. So for our research instrument is we use the qualitative research under the descriptive design, of course, because it was easy for us to utilize the details on what are or is our product, for where it is going to be conducted, and for when is the specific date, and lastly is for why and why we choose that specific product for our research study. Next is we have the data gathering procedure. Here we have asking questions and scoring sheets. So we use the survey method by asking the respondents some few questions regarding on the product, which is the vegetable nuggets and the spicy mango puree, and provided them with scoring sheets for them to answer based on the respondents' responses towards the product. So for the methods of scoring and analysis, we have the descriptive test and the acceptability test. So we use the descriptive test and acceptability test so that in which it was easier for us to evaluate the vegetable nuggets with spicy mango puree or the products score sheets from the respondents who answered in order to quantify specific sensory attributes in terms of for the appearance, the flavor, texture, and the aftertaste, since we are trying to find out whether our products is marketable. And lastly, we have the treatment analysis. So here we use the one-way variance analysis, or also known as ANOVA, and the statistical package for social science. So we use here the one-way variance ANOVA. This is we were able to understand or determine the responses of the different groups on which the null hypothesis for the test, that means whether the groups are equal or not, or different or not. So in statistics, one-way analysis or variant, we use this technique in order for us to compare whether the two samples' means are significantly different or not. For SPSS, or also known as Statistical Package for Social Science, we have also used the SPSS software and imported our raw data analysis, which was very helpful for us on our survey, in which it helped us examine the patterns or meaning from the variations they have tested on which is more qualified and acceptable as well as marketable.
So thank you, Ms. Villar-Garcia, for presenting the Chapter 3, Research Methodology. Good morning, everyone. I am Ingrid Villarico, also from BTVTED-FSM 3A. So in Table 4, interpretation of 1 to 5-point hedonic scale. So sorry, ma'am and sir, we have some typo error here. Instead of 1.5 ang mo ibutang, nahimo na siyang 1.7. And again, ma'am and sir, we're very sorry. In hedonic scale method, the stimuli or the actual samples of food names are presented singly and are rated on a scale where the 9 categories range from dislike extremely to like extremely. So we have here 5 down to 1 scale. The scale of 5 with a numerical range of 4.50 to 5 and have a qualitative interpretation of delighted. The scale of 4 with a numerical range of 3.50 to 4.49 and have a qualitative interpretation of being satisfied. The scale of 3 with a numerical range of 2.50 to 3.49 and have a qualitative interpretation of being like. The scale of 2 with the numerical range of 1.50 to 2.49 and have a qualitative interpretation of being moderate. And the scale of 1, the last scale, with the numerical range of 1 to 1.49 and have a qualitative interpretation of dislike. In Table 5, interpretation of the descriptive survey, 1 to 5 points. So in Table 5, we have 7 columns: the scale, numerical range, aroma, the appearance, the color, texture, and the taste. On a scale of 5, having a numerical range of 4.50 to 5 and have an aroma being delightfully pleasant. In appearance, delightfully presentable. In color, which is golden brown. The texture is delightfully crispy. In the taste is delightfully flavorful, veggie, meaty, and sweet. In the scale of 4, having numerical range of 3.50 to 4.49 and have an aroma of very pleasant, very presentable in appearance, brown in color, in texture, delightfully crispy, and the taste is very flavorful, veggie, meaty, and sweet. In the scale of 3, having a numerical range of 2.50 to 3.49 and have an aroma of pleasant, appearance is presentable, color which is moderately brown, the texture is crumbles, and the taste is moderately savory. The scale of 2, which have 1.50 to 2.49 and have an aroma of moderate, appearance being moderate, dark brown was the color, and texture is rubbery, and the taste is salty. And in the scale of 1, with a numerical range of 1 to 1.49, with an unpleasant aroma, an appealing appearance, burnt in the term of color, in hard in texture, and bland in taste. So here in Table 6, the illustration of a 5-point scale of purchase intention. The numerical range of 4.50 to 5 with a scale of 5 and have a qualitative interpretation of definitely accept the product. The numerical range of 3.50 to 4.49 having a scale of 4 and have a qualitative interpretation looking forward to accept the product. The numerical range of 2.50 to 3.49 having a scale of 3 and have a qualitative interpretation of being might accept the product. The numerical range of 1.50 to 2.49 having a scale of 2 aims to have a qualitative interpretation of being probably would not buy the product. The numerical range of 1 to 1.49 and have a scale of 1 with the qualitative interpretation of being definitely would not accept the product. So again, I am Ingrid Villarico. That's all. And thank you for listening.